Most screen addiction content is going to focus on discipline. So I want to focus on something a little bit different, like a different angle of this, looking at the phone as a parallel or substitute world. And I want to talk on the trappings and the allure of that parallel world that offers so very much to us while demanding virtually nothing from our physical bodies. A lot of the time when we pick up the phone and we doom scroll, we get simulation without effort, connection without vulnerability, information without transformation. And of course, there are anecdotes and examples and exceptions and times where that is not the case, where we can get more out of our online experience. Yes, obviously. That's not what I'm talking about in this video. I'm talking about the time wasters that we're all guilty of, myself included. And it's where the addiction isn't even so much with the phone itself, right? That's what I'm getting at. It's this addiction to the frictionless existence that it offers. Take away the phone entirely, throw it out. This is an age-old problem. This is a tale as old as time. Plato was writing about it in the Republic with the cave, a metaphor for ignorance and a metaphor for the comfortable illusion. The phone is just the most effective, most powerful, most efficient cave that we've ever seen in human existence. So stick with me, man. Where is the draw to step out of the cave? Why would I put the phone down? This is where we get into the bigger issue, I think. This is why I think willpower fails us, and it's not discipline is the answer, because we're exhausting ourselves kind of attacking a symptom rather than acknowledging the kind of sad truth that many people don't like themselves or this world enough. They don't have enough faith or belief in this world enough to even want to get off their phone. You know what I mean? And I hold no judgment to that. I used to hate me. I used to hate this world. If I saw a video like this back in my undergraduate, freshman year of undergraduate, I would have said that I'm either an idiot or a liar, and that I don't know what I'm talking about, and this world sucks and has nothing to offer, and there's no point in getting off the phone. Because I can still remember being in my freshman year, I would sleep in my dorm room and I'd wake up in the morning, I'd see the sunlight beaming on the wall. I could see it there. And that kind of signifier of the new day would exhaust me immediately, right? I had just woken up, but my soul and spirit were just crushed. They were so feeble. And I would get sick to my stomach. How am I going to make it through another day? I cannot do this. I do not want to do this. And all I could think to do or want to do or drag myself to do is pass the time. Of course, right? I'm going to grab my phone, I'm going to pass the time. Because what is the point otherwise? What am I entering into out there? Why is it worth it, right? So for me, the question and focus on this lately has been, how can I make my real world more compelling or more worth it? A world that I'm more invested in than my phone. That's the focus, that's the aim, and that's obviously easier said than done. And please tell me your thoughts on how to do that. I came up with 3 kind of themes that took me from that guy freshman year who hated myself, hated the world, was a nihilist and didn't want to do anything, to where I am now, where I feel hopeful, even though you might know, I have this heart condition that's not going away. Heart failure is happening actively. I know my end. I know how it's going to happen. Unless, of course I could always get hit by a car or something. But death is right there. The absurdity and futility of this world is not lost upon me, but I feel hopeful and happy and excited to go out and live my life anyway. What brought me to that were purpose, creation, and adventure, largely, right? I think these 3 pillars, purpose, creation, and adventure, did so much for me. And this is where the part of the video I'm going to shift, because we could get into an idiosyncratic conversation that's not so helpful to you if I don't know your specific case and stuff like that. I want to shift this more now to the day-to-day. How do I actually get off my phone? And how me right now in today's day and age can get off my phone, because man, I'm with you in this fight. I am also addicted to my phone and on this thing way too much. And what I'm trying to do is put myself in environments that demand my presence. I think that's a huge factor that can help us, right? When I'm hiking, rock climbing, rappelling, boxing, when I'm doing these physical things, man, I can't be on my phone, and I won't be on my phone. And that's one of the categories. That's physical struggle. But there's also creative work. Like when I write my novels, I'm super focused. I'm in it. I'm deeply away from my phone and into something else. Real conversations. This one's massive, man. I'm so lucky and so blessed to have such good friends in my life. And when we put the phones down and just talk eye to eye, I can only undersell how valuable that is, and how much it helps me. And of course, how much it keeps me off my phone. So real conversations is another one. Tangible goals is another massive one. Telling yourself who you want to be and then doing what you must, right? Giving yourself a purpose, a reason to wake up in the morning, a focus on what the day is going to be. You know, what is the aim of the day? All of these things matter and help you get more invested in your day-to-day life and get you off that phone and off the cycle of just trying to kill time. To me, it's all about getting a life with stakes and a life that I am invested in. But again, there's that sad truth that many don't have that belief. They don't have that investment in themselves. And I get it. And I don't know what is in my ring right now, but that's gross. I think it's my hair product. Many people don't have the belief or investment in themselves, and that might be you. But if you're here on this video, that tells me there's enough of an inkling of something that is saying, I don't like where I'm at. I want things to change. I want things to be better. Keep pulling that thread. Keep pulling that thread and keep investing in yourself, betting on yourself, and putting yourself into the real world. Do things that demand your focus, demand your attention. Put yourself in front of people and give them your attention. I think that's all I've got, guys. I appreciate you so much. Like, I really do. I appreciate you all so much. I talked for 6 years on this channel, back when it was called Save for More. You can see it there. But back when it was called Save for More 6 years ago, I was just doing these videos over and over again to nobody. And to have really thoughtful individuals here with me in the conversation, joining in, I'm seriously grateful for that. I'm so thankful to each and every one of you who gave this video your time. Thank you, and I will see you guys in the next one.